Happy Friday, YouTube. Back out here at the carport garage. You know, I always wondered why Austin's car revs so quick. It's almost like a carburetor car. Like a carburetor car, you hit the throttle, man. It's like, whoa, whoa. How'd you do that? Whoa. Anyway, with the turbo on that one, it revs like that too. It revs a lot better. It's not as good as a carburetor revs when you hit it, but it's pretty freaking close. And mine and Chris' car, the brakes don't work very good on either one of them. I swapped that one to manual brakes, thinking I swapped that one to manual brakes, thinking the cam was just too big to give me any vacuum. But that didn't really help. So I suck at brakes. I don't know. Like, we changed the motor in that one. We didn't even bleed the brakes. His brakes still work great. And we unhooked the front brake lines. And then on Luke's car, I did the motor on his. I just gravity bled his brakes, and they work awesome. But for some reason, I can't figure out why the brakes on that one and this one don't work as good as they should. I mean, they'll stop you, but you gotta push them kind of hard. But I think I figured out why the brakes don't work on this one. And that's supposed to be a new booster, but every time I hit the brakes, the RPM, I guess it's more noticeable now that there ain't a plate under the carburetor. I mean, it's all hooked up. Let me see in there. Yeah, it's on there. Nope, I dropped you. And then I got it here, and I hit the brakes, and the RPM just, I guess where the nitrous plate ain't there no more, it makes it more noticeable. But I hit the brakes, and the RPM shoots up about 500 RPM. So that brake booster is bad. That's an AC Delco. Look at that. And he bought that not too long ago. So also on this thing, the RPM would just change out of the blue, and I always wondered why it was doing that. And we got strong springs on the throttle cable, so I knew it wasn't that. So I always wondered what it was. It's that booster. Watch. Everybody complains about carburetor life, but this thing started right up. Been setting forever. Started right up model. But anyway, I brought this one in because we're putting the turbo back on it. Chris got about all the parts he needs, and as y'all can tell, the nitrous ain't on it no more. Oh, I sold the nitrous off of it, and we bought some parts. So, turbo time. So I'm out here taking this thing apart to put the turbo back on it. I just cleaned up some lines that were left over from taking the nitrous kit off of it, that I had actually just cut to get it off. Took the standalone out. Standalone's for sale, by the way. And took the headers off. Had to take the starter off on this side, but I took the valve covers off just because it's easier to get the headers off. But I just put this one on here for now. I was trying out these header studs I had, and I noticed there's a bunch of water in the oil. And actually, we didn't check the oil last time we raced it, and it was like that when we raced it. And the reason I know that's because that catch can foamed up real bad, and it foamed up because oil foams up when it gets water in it. turns into a white milky foam. But look, you see those cracks? Now you might have noticed them cracks before in some of them videos that I had done. It won't focus. See, they're on all four corners. On some of the videos I had done when we had changed head gaskets and stuff on this car. But it's like that on all four corners. And it was like that when Chris first bought the car. Or bought the heads. But we didn't really know any better. Because that was a long time ago. Or Chris didn't know any better. It was a long time ago. But he just thought they were casting marks, so we put them on there. And we never had problems with those cracks before. I mean, they never leaked coolant. But now look, that's fresh coolant. Come over here. That's fresh coolant. It ain't been mixed in the oil yet. So those are leaking. And I'm going to confirm that later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take I don't know, one of these caps. Take one of these caps and flip it upside down and put a bunch of black tape around it where it seals in the hole, and then just put a little hole and take one of those blower things from your air compressor and pressurize the system, kind of like we did when mine blowed a head gasket to figure out which cylinder it was on. And I'm going to pressurize the system and see if water comes out of there. And I'm 100% sure it's going to, because look, that's fresh coolant. It ain't been mixed in with oil yet. And it's like that on the other side too. So it ain't one thing, it's another. So them heads are, we'll do the test to make sure that's where it's leaking from. I mean, there's a slight possibility I forgot to change the oil after I changed the heads. And when you change heads on these cars, water gets in the oil. But seeing that fresh oil puddled up right there at them cracks, I'm pretty sure they're cracked right there. So probably gonna have to take the heads off and see if that can be fixed. Maybe message Promaxx about it. I don't know. But I'm done working on it for today. So some of y'all may notice this car from some of the bracket racing videos I've done at Kentucky Dragway. And definitely should get a few more videos of this car on the channel. But his name's Willis, so me and Willis decided to go to US 60 Raceway and watch the JJ arm drop race. So I just got a few clips and pictures of that. Willis and I came out to the US 60 JJ's arm drop. We got 5 cars here. And Willis here got him a picture with Old Heavy and Big Berta. During the actual race, Big Berta stood it up on the back bumper. And I got me a picture with Old Heavy. Got Queen of the Streets Precious to sign my lanyard and grab me a picture with her while I was at it. And I got me a signature and a picture from Trisha as well. And Trisha and Precious' signature here. So unfortunately, I forgot to bring my charging cable. It's a 3-hour drive. I was the passenger. Long story short, my battery went dead on my phone, and by the time I got to JJ the Boss, I couldn't get a picture with him because the battery was dead on the phone, but I did get his signature. And JJ the Boss took a lot of passengers for a ride in Old Heavy doing 300-foot wheelies. Alright, that's going to conclude this video. Had a good time at US 60 Dragway for the JJ's arm drop. But we'll definitely do more testing, see if we can't figure out a fix for Christopher's heads. But the next video is going to be me tuning on my car, because I finally got the intercooler T-bolt clamp that goes from the intercooler to the turbo. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and drive the light around and do a little bit of adjustment. So that'll be the next video. We all like and subscribe. Have a great day.